Hey there, y'all. I had a quick question. I was wondering if any of y'all have seen something like this or experienced this with some of your cookware. This is actually Crock-Pot brand, and I don't know when the enamel got cracked. I guess one of the times, most likely when we made bone broth, maybe cold water was put into the crock while it was still really hot. But the enamel cracked, and we didn't even know that until mold started growing in the cracks. I don't know how well you can see this. Give me just 1 second. Sorry, had a toddler pause there. So if you can see here, let me tilt that back. Right here on the edge, that shows a good spot. And the pattern lets us see how the enamel is cracked, but that gunk that's coming out of it, yeah, that's mold. And so we've got a couple of different colors there of mold. Now, when I saw that, the crock was actually in the crock pot with the lid on. And this is a lid that has the gasket seal. Now, granted, I didn't have it sealed down all the way, so, obviously moisture was able to get in there. But to me, that would have to mean that maybe food got inside the actual pottery of the crock, getting in between the enamel where the cracks are. So we will not be using that crock again. In fact, we will probably bust it up and use it on our driveway in some low spots. But it's just very frustrating because that was not a cheap crock pot unit. It is a larger size. It was a great size to be able to fit a whole chicken in for doing, for cooking the meat and then using the bones and cartilage and feet, etc. for bone broth. But we're kind of jaded because we're like, if it's going to do this again, what kind of quality is it really? And what were to happen if the enamel were to crack and we weren't able to see it and we were getting some contaminants in our food because we were using it frequently enough that the mold didn't grow? That would be our concern. Now, granted, the high heat, if we use high heat, should kill off anything that would be pathogenic, but it's still concerning and still kind of gross. So if you had something like that happen, or you know someone who has had that happen, please leave a comment in the description below, because I would be curious to see how frequently that happens. I don't think I've ever seen that before, and my family's been using crock pots and slow cooker type implements for many years. Just a weird thing. Anyway, that's one of the strange mold growths that's been going on around here. Of course, with it raining like crazy and it still being in June and we're green in Texas, that rarely happens. Mold is growing in more places than we normally find it. So, y'all have a blessed day and we will talk to you again soon. And thank you, by the way, for all of your prayers and well wishes on me healing from the incident that happened on Friday. I just have to be more cognizant of drinking that water and making sure that I am fully hydrated even if I don't feel thirsty. And then the whole fainting episodes, that's just nice to know that it's a normal thing and it's not dangerous other than not taking precautions if I know I'm going to be fainting, because that's just part of vasovagal syncope. Anyway, fun times. It's always fun to learn about yourself. And it's really weird when you learn about yourself as an adult. So it's like, okay, now all of a sudden this is something else about me. Anyway, all right, I'll stop rambling. God bless. See you next time.